Hello guys, today we're going to unbox and review the SH Monsterarts Mechagodzilla from Godzilla Vs Kong. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when new content comes out. Mechagodzilla was a robot created by humans to fight titans. It used the skull of King Ghidorah as a control unit. And it was only through the team-up of Godzilla with Kong that this evil robot was defeated. Now we've removed the shipping box, and this is the actual box, and you see that this box shares the same color scheme as the other figure releases from the movie. So you see a very nice close-up of Mechagodzilla looking evil and sinister. You see all the other requisite logos. This is the top. This is one side. The other side, bottom. The back shows Mechagodzilla and the other poses you can do, as well as a fighting pose featuring Godzilla and King Kong. Now it comes with a manual. Okay. And this is what you will get. Okay. So you have an extra pair of hands and of course, Mechagodzilla. Here is Mechagodzilla. Now of course, the first thing that you will notice is the sculpt, the complexity of the design and the details. You really have to admire the people who made this, who made the sculpt, who drew the design. Oh my God, look at all those details. So this is the back. And of course you have the tail, okay, the leg, the arms, okay, and the face, the chest. Okay. Now you'll have to be careful with this part. Okay. It kind of looks flimsy, and when you're moving the leg, it looks like it might break. Okay, so the knee. Awesome looking figure. Okay, insane detail. Let's look at the features, the articulation. So with the neck and head, so there's some movement. Okay, you can open the mouth and you see some details, very nice, inside the mouth. Okay, now with the shoulders, so there's this slight side forward movement. Now you can rotate the arm, okay, the shoulder joint. Okay, so this part moves to give you more room, okay, the shoulder plates. Now this joint also moves, so you can have a side movement. See that? But be careful. I'm kind of afraid that the joint might break. When it comes to the elbow, you can move it. Okay, but the movement is kind of limited, as well as the wrist. Okay. Now remember the missiles that came out of the shoulders, you can take it out, the missile pod. There. So that's the missile pod. You also have that here, the other side. There. See that? Now with the chest, you also have some missiles. So there. See that? You can close it. Now when it comes to the leg, this is the tricky and scary part. I don't know whether you'd be able to move the leg to the back, because there's this part here that prevents it. Of course you can do some sort of side-to-side movement, and you see the pistons. Okay, so the back, I don't think it's possible. Now with the knee, okay, you can bend it slightly, but the movement is kind of limited and the joint is stiff. Ankle, okay, the tail, okay, it has some articulation too. Too bad you can't change the end of the tail to turn it into a drill like in the movie. Now you can detach the claw and attach another one, the closed one. Oops. Be careful because the fingers, they tend to pop off. Okay. But you can easily reattach them. It's just a little bit irritating attaching them. There you have it. Now he stands around 7.5 inches. What's good about Mechagodzilla? The design, the look. You really have to see the toy personally to fully appreciate the sculpt, the details given the figure. It looks really nice. Because of the highly mechanized look, the figure generates enough presence to make it take over your shelf. It will also look good if you are into toy photography. What's bad about the figure? The playability. The articulation is very limited because of the design, so dynamic poses are not really available to you. I feel that some of the joints are going to break if you don't handle it carefully, and there are no power effects. Bandai has really been stingy when it comes to kaiju accessories lately. We need the red laser beam of Mechagodzilla, and it is not here. Should you get the figure? If you are a Godzilla fan, this is a must-have. But as a toy, get it if you want to play with a brick that will crumble any moment.
This has been Kulas for Kulas Reviews. Thank you for watching. Keep on playing.